Hello everyone. We are Group 7 and we are going to discuss about our project which we have done, that is personal carbon footprint calculator. Our group members are Anand, myself Ashok, Manish, Srilaka and Ushasri. And our agenda is to cover the topics abstract introduction, software requirements, user interface, test case and results, and the conclusion. Coming to the abstract, uh, in abstract, the carbon footprint analyzer is platform designed to aid individuals in reducing their environmental impact by understanding and managing their carbon footprint. By leveraging state-of-the-art technology and sophisticated carbon accounting techniques, the application aims to deliver personalized recommendations and insights tailored to each user's ecological footprint. Serving as a comprehensive toolkit, it allows users to track their carbon emissions, set meaningful sustainability goals, and receive act- actionable feedback from improvement. Through interactive interfaces and intelligent algorithms, the application empowers users to make informed decisions about their lifestyle choices and prioritize actions for reducing their carbon footprint. And coming to introduction of our project, the carbon footprint calculator is user-friendly tool designed to help individuals assess and understand the environmental impact. By inputting relevant data such as energy usage, transportation habits, and lifestyle choices, users can quickly and easily calculate their carbon footprint. The calculator then provides personalized insights and recommendations for reducing emissions, empowering users to take meaningful steps towards the sustainability. And the remaining slides will be continued by.
Mm, Hello, this is Manish. We have used software requirements for this application was front-end technologies, back-end technologies, development tools, and additional requirements. So coming to the front-end technologies, we have used HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. In HTML, we have used HTML5. It is the latest version of HTML. It is a standard markup language used to create web pages and structure their content. HTML5 introduces new input types like email, URL, date, range, and attributes like required checkboxes, patterns, and placeholders for creating more accessible and user-friendly web forms. So in CSS, we have used CSS 3. It is the latest version of CSS. It is used for colorful web pages which is created by HTML and XML documents. Mm, in JavaScript, we have used event handling and client-side validations. In event handling, it provides event-driven programming capabilities, allow developers to respond to the user's interactions, like clicks, mouse movements, and trigger appropriate actions or behaviors. In client-side validations, script developers can perform client-side form validations to validate user input before submitting it to the server, providing instant feedbacks to users and reducing server load. So coming to the backend technologies, we have used Java. It is a general purpose programming language known for its platform independence and strong typing and object oriented programming paradigm. Uh, in platform or independence, the Java programs are compiled into bytecode, which can be executed on any platform with a Java Virtual Machines (JVM), making Java application platform independent. So all these technologies and programming languages have been developed in Visual Studio Code. So next slide will be explained by my friend.
Coming to the development tools, we have Visual Studio Code, which is a lightweight and versatile code editor with a support for various programming languages like syntax, highlighting, extensions, and integrated terminals for running commands. And next is a version control, Git for managing source code and collaborating with team members. And the build automation, which is used for Apache Maven or Gradle for building and managing project dependencies. And next is about additional requirements. We have 5 additional requirements. The first one goes like carbon footprint calculation, which is quickly assess your environmental impact through lifestyle data input. And the next one is personalized recommendations. This will be receive customized suggestions tailored to your habits for emission reduction. Next is the track progress, which monitors and visualize your carbon reduction efforts over time for continuous improvement. And educational resources. This access a comprehensive library to deepen your understanding of sustainability practices. And the last one is take control, which will empower yourself to make informed choices and minimize your carbon footprint effectively.
Black box testing. In black box testing, we have 5 test cases. The first test case is in input validation. Enter valid values for each category. Enter invalid values, negative numbers, non-negative characters. Based on the input which we give, we will be getting the expected results. The test case 2 is calculate accuracy. Input sample data for each category, calculate the carbon footprint. The calculated carbon footprint should be accurate based on the accepted formulas and standards. When coming to the third one, reset functionality. For the reset functionality, we have 2 steps: input values into the calculated fields. Next, click the result button. When coming to the fourth one, it's error handling. Introduce unexpected input or conditions. The calculation should display meaningful errors messages and prevent calculation if input is invalid or condition is not met. When coming to the last one, it's compatibility. Test the calculator on various browsers. Test the calculator on different devices. The calculator should display and function consistently across different browsers and devices without errors. When moving on to the next slide, it's box testing. We have 5 test cases for white box testing. The first one is input validation and functionality. It undergoes 2 steps: provide valid input data within the specific range, provide invalid input data. Based on the data which we give, we will be getting the expected results to pass the test. Next, calculation algorithm. Provide a sample input data for each category and calculate the carbon footprint manually using accepted formulas. The calculated carbon footprint should match the manually calculated values within an accepted margin of errors. Reset function. Set initial variables to non-default values, triggers the reset function. All initial variables should be reset to their default values or cleared. Error handling and mechanism. Introduce unexpected input or conditions. The error handling mechanism should catch and handle the errors gratefully, preventing caches or unexpected behaviors. Code coverage. Excuse unit tests for each function. Measure code coverage until a code coverage 2. The code coverage should meet the specific threshold for critical functions and branches. Next slide will be continued.
The user interface, it consists of input data. Input data refers to the information users provide, like energy usage, transport habit, and calculate their carbon footprint. This data is utilized by calculators to generate personalized recommendation for emission reduction. Here is the user interface of the personal carbon footprint calculator. Here, firstly, we have used to either with the login or sign up. The sign up is for the user who used to log in for the very first time in the application, so that they have to create their username, create password, and enter new password. And therefore, we have option for register. Once the register, you can able to log in. If the user is about to log in, they have to provide the username and password. Then once it was login, the user can able to display the user interface of home. In the home interface, it consists of all the recommendations that are for personal carbon calculator, like carbon footprint calculation, track progress, and personalized recommendation, educational resources. Once it is about to log in with the carbon footprint calculation, so that we can provide with the input data such as home energy usage, monthly natural gas bill, monthly oil bill, travel expenses, and wastages, and all the things, so that we can calculate these carbon calculations that are provided to for the calculator, so that once the data is provided by the user, they will get the progress tracking of all the data that they have provided using based on the emissions or the data that they have provided for the carbon calculator, so that on the calculation it will give the feedback regarding that emissions. If it is below 4 lakh, that it is also take upon the location area wide also. If it is so less than 4,38,000, it will be excellent like that. These are the values remain ranges for particular different kinds of emission or for carbon calculation. Suppose if you are about to calculate the emissions, again we can provide with the recalculate. The community is like it is providing various types of emissions based on different types of scenarios, so that it is already mentioned in itself, like carbon calculations and personalized recommendations, so that it is whatever the show we have necessary recommendations that are emissions, or maybe in more in expenses such as a fuel, or sometimes it might be in a based on the fuel gases or everything. The track progress is that you allowed for the user to update their update their data based on the daily recommendations, such as suppose there might be a usage of the more of the carbon releases emissions yesterday, and today tomorrow might be no, so that it will give some kind of recommendations to the user. Educational resources are nothing but these are some different kinds of various platforms that provide users the guide, such as guidelines and all those things. Here in the conclusion of personal carbon calculator, the carbon footprint calculators also as a comprehensive solution for individuals aiming to reduce their environmental impact. Though metallurgical data analysis and personalized recommendation, users can effectively track and manage their carbon footprint. Attention to user interface ensures a seamlessly journey, while features such as progressive tracking and educational resources empowerment users to make informed decisions towards a more sustainable future. With the carbon footprint calculator, individuals are equipped to make a meaningful step toward the environmental efforts and contribute to a greener planet. These are the Visual Studio that are the environmental platform that we have used for building our various kinds of applications. Our personal carbon calculator. The main of all the things is the index.html page. Thank you. This is the presentation presented by Group 7.